Hi, I am DJ, and let's talk about the Minecraft movie. So you're probably seeing a lot of reviews for the Minecraft movie right now, and I wanted to throw my hat in the ring. So here's my review of a Minecraft movie. So let me just rip the band-aid off now and just say it is impossible to make a Minecraft movie. I mean, this game has basically raised an entire generation. I mean, I would know, I'm part of it. But how they handled it was very interesting. I think instead of looking at what a cool, I don't want to say realistic, but what a cool and what like a Minecraft movie for Gen Z would look like, but they didn't do that. Instead, they looked at Gen Alpha and decided to make a brain rot Minecraft movie. And I mean, that's not what I wanted initially. If you saw my initial video, which I was very wrong about, which you should actually go watch right now. I don't know if I'm pointing to it, but it's gonna be somewhere up here. But they definitely decided to make a more like funny and almost brain rotted Minecraft movie. It's funny because when the first trailer was first released, it looked so bad and like everybody hated on it. But like it slowly got worse and worse as each trailer started coming out to where it like Ouroboros like back around into being like funny. Okay, first let's talk about the actual story of the movie itself. The story of the Minecraft movie was very basic, so to say. It was kind of just people going into the Minecraft world, and they did things that you would typically do in Minecraft, and it's like, oh, they're doing Minecraft things. That's basically it. Okay, from now on, this is a spoiler. I'm going to say spoilers now. If you haven't seen the movie, then get out. Are they gone? Okay, now that they're gone, let's really dive into the Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft Legends, so I don't know if the piglins or like the nether stuff was like a Minecraft Legends thing. I did play a little bit of Minecraft Dungeons, and I don't think it was there. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This is the quick conspiracy theory time, but I think I know why that they made the villain the Malgosha and instead of the Ender Dragon. What I think that's happening right now is that there is an end update in development, and they couldn't really show any of the end because it would spoil the update. So that's why it wasn't the end. Please let this be real. Please let this be real. Quick little side yap right now. Seeing the Mojang logo and the Minecraft logo on a movie screen is just so cool. Like, I felt the same way with the Super Mario movie, like seeing the Nintendo logo on the screen. It's just such a cool thing that these things that I've been growing up with are like actually been taken seriously now. Well, not the Minecraft movie. That is anything but serious. So the movie opens up with Steve, and he yearns for the mines. So he tries to go mining, but he wasn't allowed in because of the old guy, because of Dynamite. And he gets sent away, and then the time cuts, I think, and he works at a 9-to-5 desk job. I don't know if everybody's seen it, but there was like a scrapped part that was in like the unfinished CGI version where Steve creates a resort, but none of his coworkers like it, and I think that was kind of funny. I only know about it because I watched a video titled the entire Minecraft movie, but every time there's a meme it gets 50% faster. So Steve's unhappy with himself. So what does he do? He mines! So he goes back to the mines, completely breaks Dynamite's ankles, and trespasses in there. He digs around for a bit and finds a blue cube. He finds the Tesseract, and he puts a blue portal opens up, blue nether portal, taking him to the Aether. No, I'm just kidding. It takes him to the overworld. He builds a bunch of stuff in the overworld, including but not limited to Pink House, Steve's Lava Chicken, and Blades for Days. He also does a Minecraft player canon event and tames a wolf and names him Dennis. Then Steve and Dennis get a flint and steel, and they find a ruined portal, which takes them to the Nether. And then they get into a fight with the piglins. They want to take the Tesseract, so Steve gives it to Dennis, and Dennis takes it away and hides it under his waterbed. So that was kind of like our introductory, our kind of cold open, so to say. And this is where the real movie actually starts. And let me just say, the actual movie had significantly less Steve clip farming. Like, most of it was either like at the start of the movie or like very, very like smallly dispersed throughout the movie. So here we meet our main characters. We have, okay, I don't actually remember any of their names. Let me search it. We got Hank, the little brother, and apparently he's like a super genius. We got Natalie, the older sister that kinda did not look very old. She looked like she was at most 12 to me, but apparently she's old enough to drive. Then we got Dawn, the character that I honestly don't know why she was there, but she was a good character. And then we got Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Very, very funny name. And let me just say, I genuinely liked all of these characters, like more than I actually thought I would. I mean, if you watched my other video, you would know I was not very excited about getting to meet these characters, but I was pleasantly surprised. And I was also kind of wrong about the roles. I thought they were going to be like a family, but like the brother and sister are related and the other ones like are kind of just random adults. So let me start with my least favorite of the main cast and go up to my favorite. So my least favorite was definitely Hank. Like, I feel like he was for the kind of like younger kids watching the movie, and I just really didn't see like what they were kind of going for the character. Like, I mean, none of the characters were super fleshed out, but he was just kind of a miss for me. Then I have Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. I thought he was a funny character. I mean, he didn't really like, I didn't really like connect to them all that much, but it was just kind of a funny character. And I honestly don't get how he survived that explosion. He should definitely have been dead. Next, I have Natalie. I mean, I really thought she was gonna be like that like judgmental older sister that just hated everything about like the Minecraft like world, like the overworld. But I was kind of wrong. Like, I mean, as an older sibling myself, it was nice to see her really wanting to protect her little brother. I genuinely was pleasantly surprised. And then Dawn, a really funny character. I mean, I place her at the top of this list just because I really thought she was, like, from the vibe she kind of gave off in the trailer, that she was going to be a lot like judgmental and all like she wanted to do was leave, but really not. I mean, of course Steve was the best. Like, I think you can ask anybody and they'll tell you that Steve was the best human character in that movie. So they do all the overworld things. They're the hola to the sheep, and they have to fight the zombies, so they build a castle. The zombies are getting closer, and somebody comes to rescue them. There's a shadowy, awesome figure who takes out well, actually not very shadowy because he does it while like dancing, but this guy takes out all the zombies, and this is where everybody in the theater, and everybody in the world for that matter, gets their ears graced with the legendary I am Steve. Absolute cinema. Steve saves them from the tower and takes them back to the village, where we get the best scene in the entire movie. Is he some sort of king? No, he's a legend. I'm so genuinely happy that they included a scene or a reference to Technoblade, and I'll talk about this more later, but if this movie wasn't memeable and there was nothing good about it, but this scene was still in the movie, it would have saved the entire thing. And although you can't top something that's already peak, we do get some pretty good scenes after it. They love crushing a loaf. A bunch of big softies. They're the villagers. This is a crafting table. Steve takes them to his loot room, which all Minecraft bases have. Welcome to the stash, and shows everybody all of his valuables. Blades for days. Diamond armor, full set. Ender pearl. You got yourself a sweet blade. Kadoosh. Buck chuckets. And they find out that they need to make it to Woodland Mansion. So they gear up to go, but then the pigs attack. The pig is mine. They like kind of fight off the pigs, the main cast of characters run away, but so do the pigs go back to the Nether. So I don't really know who won. I guess it was kind of both of them lost, but I don't know. Our cast basically splits up. While Natalie and Gunn go away to search for a map salesman, and Hank, Garrett, and Steve go to the diamond mine because Garrett is broke and wants the diamonds. They have to get there by Elytra wingsuit. And like, how does he have an Elytra, but he doesn't have more than one Ender Pearl, and I don't think he knows what the dragon is? I don't know. It's some sort of Hollywood magic. Coming in hot! They get attacked by ghasts while flying on the elytras, so they have to make the human sandwich. That bit was kind of funny. And they eventually make it to the diamond mines. Not without making a crash landing, though. I'm gonna cushion our fall with this water bucket. Release! And also my mom swears that there being pandas there means that it's a reference to Jack Black playing Po from Kung Fu Panda. And I highly doubt that the Jack Black cinematic, the Jack Cinematic, the Jack Cinematic, the Jack Cineblatic, Jack Black Cineback, the Jack Black Cinematic universe is a thing. But I mean, that would be kind of funny to see. Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. But like, they make it to the diamond mine, or the redstone mine, and they have to fight there's a bunch of creepers while the hog is chasing them. And it was kind of funny how they were like slowly pushing the mine carts until they got faster when they touched the redstone, which that was kind of funny. And then Henry gets mad at Garrett for being broke, and they reach it to Woodland Mansion. They play saxophones with mushroom hats on, which I don't know why they did that. But then, and Henry sneaks up and tries to find the case for the Tesseract. And then one of the best scenes in probably the entire history of cinema takes place. The moment that they showed that boxing ring in that Woodland Mansion, everybody knew it was coming. And probably one of the most legendary moments in the entirety of almost just history happened. I swear, people are gonna grow up and pass this like stories to their children. A moment so legendary that they had to put up signs in different movie theaters saying not to do what is about to happen. A moment that probably wasted so much food, so much popcorn, and so many fountain drinks. We all saw Steve and Garrett in that boxing ring, and then they graced our ears with the magical lines. You want me to fight the chicken? Chicken jockey. Absolute cinema. I'm gonna yap about this more later, but genuinely, this was one of the best moments, like ever, just in the history of everything. Then it shows Hank searching through a bunch of chests in the Woodland Mansion to find the holding thing for the Tesseract, and he sees an Enderman. He looks into his eyes, and he sees like his companions saying bad things about him, but they're not real. It's just an Enderman. And it's also the Herobrine scene. Like the Herobrine removed, but he's still there. I don't know, that's it. There's not much to the scene other than the Herobrine bit. Also, Enderman, favorite mob in Minecraft. Literally my Minecraft skin. Then they like leave the Woodland Mansion, I think, and they get into a fight with the piglins on a bridge. Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison sacrifices himself while Steve and Hank fly away with a ghast. They crash land in the middle of the forest, and Dawn and Natalie find them with Dennis. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the part where Dawn and Natalie were like walking in the forest while just like ruthlessly beating up that one zombie before finding Dennis. That was pretty funny. But they take them to their house. Big old red ones. But unfortunately, the piglins are able to get the Tesseract, and they basically start the rapture. They get into a huge fight with the mobs and the piglins. I mean, I especially like the part where they blow up them with TNT and the wolf army, because those are usually things that will happen in Minecraft. And I think it was pretty cool how they made like the Iron Golem army. And I didn't really get why they put the boots of swiftness on the Iron Golem's head, and it made it into like some sort of superhero. That was kind of weird to me. Also, the tater tot gun. I don't know why they tried to do things that weren't really in the game, but whatever, I guess. I'm not huge on that. It needs to be game accurate. So of course they win the fight because it's a children's movie and the good guys never lose. And somewhere around then we learned that Malgosia like failed like the Nether's Got Talent, but they play Pig Step, which is pretty cool. Peak music, by the way. Then there's the funny scene where Malgosia tries to stab Steve, which is kind of funny because she tries 3 times and fails all 3 times. I thought they were gonna play something at the end where like she escapes or something, but I do kind of like how she just died after she failed to stab him thrice. Then at the end, when they're all saying the goodbyes, we get the "Don't look at her." Everybody and Steve singing to Dennis. Our main cast goes through the portal, and Steve is left to hang with all of his villagers, basically alone. But he has a change of heart and goes in the portal. So then they all do their passions where Dawn opens up a zoo, Hank makes a jetpack, which is kind of stupid because it's made out of like cardboard. Natalie makes a piglin fighting school, and Garrett has a successful business where he sells old consoles. I don't know why I said it like that. I actually really like retro game stores. And Steve and Garrett sing actually peak music at the end. Actually peak music. Go listen to it now. Peak music. Peak music. It's peak. It's peak. It's the best music ever. And we left the movie with less IQ, a weird sense of belonging, and a lot more sounds to use for my soundboard. Okay, now the recap is over. Let me talk a little bit about this movie and kind of, I guess, its implications. I don't know. Although a lot of people were disappointed that this wasn't like the Minecraft movie we were all expecting. Like I said at the start, making a Minecraft movie that encapsulates all of the parts of Minecraft is kind of impossible. I mean, this game is like literally infinite. I don't think they could do it even if they tried. I mean, I would love to see stuff like an actual Herobrine scene, or the end, or like more of the Nether biomes. We kind of just got the Nether wastes. Or even like the Farlands, all the other kind of, I don't want to say fan-made, but all the other kind of like fan-hyped things in Minecraft. We didn't, and honestly, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's called a Minecraft movie, implying the existence of more than one. But honestly, the movie was kind of charming. It was genuinely pretty funny at parts, and although there was a lot of like butt jokes, which weren't really funny, like, I mean, I'm only a connoisseur of like mature jokes, like chicken jockey or this is a crafting table. But you know, I guess there needed to be a little bit of entertainment for adults, people who actually wanted a Minecraft movie, and little kids. And I guess it kind of worked because half of my theater was high schoolers that wanted to see it for the memes, and half of my theater was families who wanted to see it. And all of the butt jokes got laughed by the little kids, and all of the chicken jockey Steve Cliff farms got laughed by the high schoolers. I don't know why I say high schoolers, like if I'm not also one. Oh, and I also forgot to mention the villager subplot of like the villager falling in love with the divorced high school teacher or middle school teacher. I don't know, one of the two. But it was funny, and I liked the end credit scene where he yapped about how he broke the speech barrier. We didn't say for the end credit scene, but I did see the hey, I used to live here scene where Steve is talking to Alex. But I think that's pretty funny how they set it up. And honestly, if there's a next movie, that it's an opportunity that they can add Herobrine. But that's an if there's going to be a next movie. Because one thing that definitely affects movies is the rating. I don't know if I described this in any of my videos before, but I really don't think film critics are needed anymore. I think it's kind of a useless job nowadays. It was a thing back in the day because going to the movies was basically like something that only like super rich people could afford. And now it's just kind of like mostly anybody can just kind of go to the movies, you know? But what film critics used to be, they would watch a movie and then you would look at the film critics review and then you'd be like, should I spend my money on this and like invest in this? Or should I just go see something else? Back in the day, it was kind of needed because people, there was no online, and people kind of had to trust these like professionals to tell them if the movie is good or not. But nowadays, I could just go online and search Minecraft movie and get like 1 million reviews from it. And not just reviews from professionals, but reviews from people like me who just really enjoy the game that went to go see the movie. So I think right now it has like a 50 something on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes it rotten, which I think also the Mario movie is rotten and the Sonic movie is rotten by professionals' point of view. But these so-called professionals aren't really experienced because I have basically grew up on these 3 franchises. Like, I mean, I'm a huge Minecraft fan, I'm a huge Mario fan, and I'm an avid Sonic fan. But it's sad because I'm watching these like these 50-year-old men go to movies like aimed towards people like me and calling them bad just because they honestly can't understand the references. Okay, tangent over. That's just how I don't think that credits are necessary anymore. Like, the real point of the movie is if people like it or not. So, do people like the Minecraft movie? Yes and no. Well, it's complicated. This movie, the plot wasn't good. I mean, I'm just gonna say it, standalone movie, it sucked. It was, like, it didn't really make any sense, and it kind of just was, like, stupid. Like, there was no, like, there were multiple things that they started kind of trying to set up, but they didn't really go anywhere with it, and it was really just not the best, like, movie. But that's just if it shadow dropped, like Delta in Chapter 1 and 2. The actual movie is like Delta in Chapter 3 and 4, where it had a lot of hype and a lot of buildup. And probably, I mean, we didn't notice this. We still thought it was going to be like an actual serious movie. But from off rip, straight first trailer, it was a joke movie. Like, it was going to be, it was never going to be good. It was going to be stupid fun. That is funny to watch on the screen, but like doesn't actually have any real like meaning behind it. And like, being totally honest, I didn't really watch for the plot. Like, I had no idea what was going on half the time. I just kind of watched to yell chicken jockey in the theater. Let me paint you a picture. We get there and we sit down, and there's like 4 like families, and then the rest is just high schoolers. Like, it's so funny, and you already know the movie's about to be hype, because while we were watching the previews, everybody was shouting chicken jockey, and I am Steve, and this is a crafting table, and all that good stuff. And I mean, of course, everybody said the lines with Steve when they said like stuff like the flint and steel and the nether. Everybody said it, and everybody would clap when it's over and scream and shout, and it was awesome. But if you haven't seen the Minecraft movie, go see it. Even if you don't think it's gonna be good, go watch it just for the theater experience. Because when we seen that woodland mansion in that like boxing ring, and our ears were graced by chicken jockey, everybody started like applauding and like standing up and hollering and shouting, and it was just awesome. Like, imagine how funny it would be as like a bystander walking past the theater going to see a different movie and hearing chicken jockey, woo, yeah, and stuff like that. It was awesome. And that's not to mention, it was like people were just kind of like they would just start clapping after things would happen. Like, after, spoiler alert, after Steve, after Malgosha finally died, everybody was clapping and cheering. And during like the end credits, people were like, they're like, woo, when they were singing the song. And then also when with like the villager, everybody was like laughing. It was awesome. And I mean, I know there has been some theaters where people were throwing popcorn and throwing their drinks and like getting up and like doing crazy things and getting kicked out of the theater. And let me be honest, I would have loved to be in one of those theaters, because it would be really funny watching people get kicked out. But I'm still happy we got to be in one of the theaters where people were clapping and cheering, because my brothers wound up in a theater where there was somebody in front of them that got mad at them every time they talked at all. And I mean, I'm not going to yap about every detail about the theater experience, because there's been countless videos showing people cheering when they see the Alex scene and cheering when they see the Technoblade scene, which got a huge applaud in my theater, which made me really happy. And there was even a little kid behind us that was telling their parent that about Technoblade, and that made me happy, because it makes me hopeful that more people will be able to experience the legend that is Technoblade. Now, let me yap about that scene. The cameos at the start were good, but when they reached the Technoblade scene, it legitimately was probably one of the most awesome things ever. Because they didn't need to include that. They could have just had a Minecraft movie that didn't have any like representation of the community and just was kind of, a Minecraft movie. But just this one scene just genuinely showed me that they do really care. And although the movie didn't really have a plot, and although the movie was really only seen for the memes, which, it was funny memes, but although it was really only seen for the funny, this scene like showed me that people genuinely care, and that it's really nice to see it, because I'll just end this by saying Technoblade never dies. Although a lot of people did see this for the memes, and although a lot of people love it for the memes, there are that some group of people that still don't like it, and they still think that it was a bad movie, and that this shouldn't be the Minecraft movie, and that throw it all away and start anew. And I mean, I think I kind of agree with them. Like, this game has been so influential for an entire generation. Like, the entire Generation Z kind of grew up on Minecraft. And I just remember being like a really little kid and playing Minecraft on like on my Nintendo Switch. And it was just, it was just awesome, because this is probably one of the first video games I've ever played. And it's just crazy seeing that, people, people actually care to make this into like a full like movie. If you told somebody when Minecraft was in its really early forms that there was going to be a movie about this, they would probably not believe you. And if you showed it to them, they would probably not believe half the stuff that's actually in the movie. And although Minecraft will receive like thousands of different updates from years on, and this movie will slowly become outdated, I think it's important, because this Minecraft movie, this world that the movie is in, is kind of the Minecraft we all remember growing up with. Like, it doesn't really have any of that new nether, I say new like it's actually new. It was made in like a while ago, but it doesn't have any of like the nether biomes. It's just the classic nether. You don't really get to see any other biome other than the overworld. It just feels like it feels like it's just Minecraft. Like, none of the new, I do like the Ghast update. I think that's actually really cool that they're trying to expand and new stuff like that. But it's just, all I can say is that, maybe not the movie itself, but the world that it's set in is definitely Minecraft. And people who hate it for the plot, I get where they're coming from, because there wasn't really a plot. But it really just felt like dumb fun. Like, if you remove all oh, this is a story, or this is a tale, this is an epic tale, that you just get funny. Like, it's really just funny. Like, laughing at the characters, laughing at I am Steve, laughing at all the funny things of Jack Black narrating things from Minecraft. It's just funny. And although the critics say it's bad because they're out of the loop, and I know some fans wanted a deep, meaningful Minecraft movie, and this movie just takes itself way not too serious. But frankly, Minecraft's not a very serious game. And in the end, you can say whatever you want about this movie, but it brought people together. And isn't that what Minecraft's all about?